What's good, YouTube? Your boy Luis Floyd, your host for the Flying God podcast, back with the fifth episode today with my special guest, Mike G, as known as Mike Guerra, one of the biggest realtors in Charlotte, North Carolina. What's good, bro?
How you doing, man? Good to
Good,
see you.
you
Thank you
too,
for having
bro.
me here.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
anytime. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. My name is Michael Guerra, CEO of Guerra Associate.
Your associates, you already know, check them out. I'm going to put that on the description of the video. So, Mike, tell me a little bit, man. So, how's the market right now? How is it being a realtor in this really like high interest rate market at the moment?
Well, I think it's a great time right now to buy. I think it's a great time for buyers because there is a lot of opportunities right now. Houses stay in the market a little bit longer, so you can negotiate. You can go back to asking for some closing costs. You can go back and try to negotiate the price, something that we haven't seen in the past years where, a couple of years ago, people were paying 30, 50, 100K over asking price. So now I think it's a little bit more balanced market, more fair for the buyers. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of opportunities. But again, I think something really important to understand is that we're in Charlotte, right?
And it's growing a lot.
So yeah, we're in a great city with a lot of jobs that are coming here. So there's a lot of jobs opportunities. So Charlotte's still growing. So if you want to buy a house, it's Charlotte. Sure. And actually, I don't know if you saw, but Basilio just came out with a report with Charlotte being the hardest market, number one.
And the whole country.
Yeah, the whole country.
That's crazy.
So again, if you're here, you better buy a house and start renting. And if you're somewhere else, this is a place to invest.
So what if, for an example, like me, because then again, too, he was my realtor when I got a house 3 years ago. Honestly, he made the process really smooth. He knew what he was doing, well trusted. Me and my mom enjoyed his service.
Thank you.
Of course. But so you said this is a city to move to. What about for the people that already own? Do you think that's already like a huge benefit or like already like a huge advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. If like for example, if you already own a house or bought a house 3, 4, 5 years ago, you already have a lot of equity that have built the house. So there's another opportunity because with that, if you need it, right? If you don't need it, I would just leave it there, right? But if you need it, you can use that to start a new business, or you can use that to buy a second property, right? An investment property. Yeah. Again, we're talking Charlotte being a hot market in a place you want to invest. Why not buy a second or third property, right? Yeah, I would say the benefit of buying your first house, it will open a lot of doors in the future. So there's a lot of opportunities.
It does. So you said that I could. Well, for the people that don't know about this, so you said that they can take money out from their equity.
Correct. Yeah, definitely.
And can you still build more equity after that?
Definitely, the house keep rising.
Okay.
Using equity, but definitely, I say if you need the money, if you don't need the money, I will not touch it, right? But if you have a business plan, if you have an idea, if you want to buy another property, you have money, right? So why not use it?
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So for example, let's say this house, you bought this, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago? How long ago you bought this?
3 years ago, August 2020.
August 2020, so 3 years ago.
Quarantine, when the pandemic first started.
So, we bought a house. Now this house, after these 2-3 years, you have probably around 100K in equity that you can use.
Yeah.
So normally the bank will lend you 80% of your equity.
And the other 20% stays with them.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, because I always get like the Zillow papers from envelopes saying that my house is like estimated 275 to 290. But then again, too, they don't know that we put in floors.
Correct.
We've painted.
100%.
Bathrooms floors have been changed, new vanities, and the 2 upstairs bathrooms and all that. So, kind of going from there, what's a really crazy story, if you don't mind sharing in real estate? What's like a memory that you feel comfortable on sharing that almost made you say, if you've ever crossed your mind like saying, real estate might not be for me? Because we always have those moments where it's just like, I'm tired of this job, but then again, too, it's just like small segments of time. Did you ever have like a...
I don't think I ever had a time of regret. I think I don't think I have like a really crazy story. I think I've been really blessed with this career.
Of course,
and there is a lot of opportunities. So even if something happened, right, I think there's always an opportunity to learn from it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have anything like that have discouraged me from this career. Actually, I'm excited. I love what I do. I love helping people out. So I don't have nothing crazy story like for me, but something crazy that happened. I don't know. I think it's fun when you go to those investment properties. I would say there's always something crazy you're gonna find. You know,
For like the houses that people want to flip.
correct.
Like ran down houses like to the point that it needs a complete remodel.
Correct. A lot of those houses in their rehab. But I think it's sometimes you have people living in the houses because some houses they haven't been lived people in there for years, so you have people there. So one of the craziest things, I mean, we go to a showing and we find out that somebody have broken into the house.
Okay.
So that's kind of a scary thing I think for the client to
Of course,
you open the
it's
house, you're ready to look at the house, and then you find out somebody have break into the house. Sometimes it's like destroyed all inside because somebody have come in and just mess with the house.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like a scary feeling
for them.
correct?
Yeah, because so investment properties. I have seen that. I see that a lot on TikTok. I see that a lot. How people basically had to almost like borderline strip down the complete house, start from scratch, the flooring, knock down the wall.
Well,
I've seen that. So
yeah, for that, I mean, that's a really, I think that's a really good. Right now, actually, I'm helping a lot of investors.
a lot of investors.
Yeah, and we're doing a lot of those rehab properties, a lot of fix and flips. So again, for some people, you may think that it's a lot of work, but for some people, those are opportunities, right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna negotiate the house for the price that it's supposed to worth based on their condition, right? And then, you're gonna whatever the amount is to rehab that property, as long as the numbers make sense and you're gonna get a profit out of it, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, of
It's good
course.
business. So those are the type of properties investors look for, right? Rehab properties where they can come buy for pretty cheap, invest and put in the house back to living condition and put it back on the market, either to sell it, get some profit, or put it back on the market for as a rental
'cause
property.
then at that point, once it's like completely remodeled, they can get a lot more in monthly income. Like
Of course.
that
Of
makes sense.
course, because now the house is gonna worth more. It's
lot.
gonna worth what now the houses are being worth around the area after renovation.
Yeah. Do a lot of people you work with, well, I guess, I mean, you are the kind of person, from personal experience, you always have kept up with the person, you always keep in touch. Do a lot of people, and then again too, I know it's Charlotte, and it's not like Florida where they truly need, do a lot of people use porcelain flooring? From what you've seen, like a lot of marble flooring instead of, for example, I have wood.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of people use that here?
No,
Not really,
Not
right?
really. I see it on the high end houses.
Yeah.
Or it's funny you say that. I mean, I do see it sometime on small houses, but that's just because maybe sometimes they had that extra or somebody gave it to them to use, so it was
That's
good.
really
But
nice what I've seen.
everything depends, right? I always say it depends where you live. You don't want to invest also too much in a house that maybe you're not gonna get that back.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like
That makes a lot of sense. Especially the area,
the
change zip
area,
code
right?
and all that kind of stuff.
Right, because then maybe you put so much money into it, but because of the area of the house that are selling at that price, maybe you're not gonna get everything you put into the house. Now, if it was a different area where everybody's doing the same and you're gonna get whatever you put in the house worth, so you gotta be careful. Like I would say, yes, make the house however you wanna feel comfortable, but be careful, right?
Yeah. What side of Charlotte is honestly the most one where a lot of people are trying to buy? Is it the south side, west, north, east,
I think
central?
I think South Charlotte it's a hot area, but right now pretty much all around Charlotte. Like like I said, Charlotte is a great place to invest. Charlotte keep growing, and what you're seeing right now, actually, you're seeing a lot of people going outside Charlotte.
Like here, basically, where we're at right now.
Well, kind of like like so you go outside Charlotte, but I'm meaning like north, south, east, yes, all around Charlotte, just because they're finding better deals. And
Yeah.
people are not minding driving that 20 minutes or 25 to 30 minute drive to
For
get
work,
to work. Correct.
commute,
So I think
yeah.
everything comes to the person needs, right? How far you're gonna be from your job? How far? A lot of people are looking is more into the school area, right? So again,
Yeah, school areas, I've seen that right now. I know they say Union County is really good. Where
Union County is
Marvin,
good.
Waxhaw is. I've seen those houses, man.
Beautiful.
As hell, dude. They say Indian Land, Tiga Cay, basically Fort Mill area.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I work with some people. Well, not some people. I do, but there's just a specific person I work with, and she's been telling me that she wants to move down there because she's around the south side of Charlotte, and Charlotte doesn't really have the best school systems, or the best school system, not systems. And she said she wanted to get a house around Tiga Cay, Fort Mill, Indian, around that area because she said great things about it.
Yeah. There's definitely a great thing about schools in Fort Mill. So yeah, we also help a lot of people buy houses over there. And again, it's because of their needs, right? That's what they're looking for. They say, Mike, I want to buy a house because of the school. So here. But other people want to buy a house because some people don't have kids. So maybe they just want to be close to wherever they work at. Again, it's looking at where is their needs, right?
Their needs is, yeah. It's like, for an example, we got this one because right down the road is where my mom works at.
Correct.
And
and it's a great location.
Oh,
as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
I honestly, in this location, like around here, this is only gonna go up and up and up from there.
Yeah. You really in a great location. You're right there by Valentine. For me, I mean, you're right there in the middle of these great locations.
Carolina, right over there, South Park, 20 minutes away. Yeah. So, what did you do before becoming a realtor? What were you doing before?
Oh, before I was a realtor, I worked in the hospitality business. I worked in a hotel. I worked in a hotel for over 10 years.
10 years old, what were you doing there?
I was a banquet captain. I was doing banquets, events, meetings.
Oh, okay.
All conference rooms. It was really fun. I like what I did there. But definitely, I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Of course, I've seen it. Like I said, it seems like I said, you just wake up every day and you're just like living the dream. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think it's what we do now, right? It's not just helping people buy houses. We actually helping people create wealth, right? It's about creating wealth. So what we do is help them make the right decision. But it's not only that. One of the reasons we're trying to keep the relationship is because it's not like, oh, okay, you bought a house, then I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. It's like, no, okay, I wanna be here for the rest of your life or whatever you need.
Yeah.
Right? And not only that.
Like this, for an example. Like this right now, yeah.
And the thing is like, how can we help you build more, right, with what you already have? Again, like I said, your first property is a great opportunity, it's a great investment, and from there's a lot of things you can do after that.
So when you say that, like I said, help people build wealth. When you say that, and the only thing that came to my mind was this: was there a person trying to buy a house? I guess under that statement, you said that this example fit under that statement. For an example, the person was trying to buy a house, right? But they didn't have enough, I guess. And did you tell them, hey, come back to me a year, maybe 2 years later, a year and a half? If you're going into a new job, because of course I think the requirement is if they're full-time, they got to be there 6 months, I think, right? I don't know if things have changed now.
There's different programs for different.
Is that basically what you mean by that? Like I said, you told the person, hey, we're going to keep in contact, but right now it's best to hold off on the house because of the high market. Like, is it like that?
Well, what you mean when I say keeping the relationship or when I say creating wealth?
Creating wealth.
So when I mean creating wealth, again, we're helping people make an investment, right? Sometimes buying a house is, for a lot of people, is the biggest purchase of their life.
Yeah.
Right? For a lot of people, it's an investment. Again, if we go back when you bought this house maybe 2-3 years ago, and looking now, you already have $100K of equity, right? Maybe if you would have kept renting, you would never have that money, or you would never save that amount of money.
Yeah.
But right now, if you was going to do a business, or maybe you wanted to buy a second house, you have. You have money from your house that you made from your investment.
Exactly.
And from that, you can buy more. And that's what we're doing a lot with investors, right? So at the end of the day, it's helping our clients to become investors, right? To buy a rental properties. Because we talk about that, right? Buy the second or third property to become a rental property so you can rent it and you get some cash flow, right? So it's more like we're helping people maybe eventually, if they're open to it, to create a portfolio of houses. Right away, eventually, 20 years from now, hopefully they own 10 to 30 properties and they can retire from that. Right? Because you got cash flow from each of the properties. Maybe 10 years to 30 years from now, they're going to be all paid off.
No brainer right there.
So,
passive income.
And that's what we're trying to do, because at least I know, coming from, my parents or a lot of from our the culture, they come with that mentality that maybe it's not important to buy a house, or it's not it's not important, but I think it's important. I wish I bought a house before the time I did. I wish my parents would have bought a house. So that's what we're trying to do here, trying to help the community, educate the community of all the benefits. So that's what we mean when creating wealth, is like helping make the right decision, invest, and look at what the other opportunities out there.
That's true. And I honestly feel blessed that you said that, you wish you would have, but now you're in there. So that's really what's important though.
Yeah.
Like I said, you always got to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
You can be the youngest person, you can be 5, 6, 7, you're still going to make mistakes. But you just got to reflect on that. It's like, for an example, my mom, she's at an age where if it wasn't, and I'm not really trying to brag about this or anything, but it almost got to the point that if I never would have said anything, we would have still been over there.
Yeah.
We would have still been over there. But up until, specific things happened and the neighborhood I used to live in, seeing how it's being totally ran down and all that kind of stuff, I just said, hey, we have to do this as soon as possible. We started off with the NACA program. They wanted a lot, requiring a lot of things, very stressful. I remember 2020, day after my birthday, we started looking at houses. And the day before, we just met through the phone.
Yeah.
Day after, June 30th, we started looking. That was my first day back at Best Buy when I used to work there, because I was on furlough. I was on unemployment. I remember we just started looking at houses. I got in contact with Marcelo so quick. And I love that. Even though I said, okay, I might not get a lot of the benefit from here as compared to NACA, but we got a low interest. Not that much of closing costs. Everything was you made it fun. It was high energy. And that's a whole another reason why back then I want to become a realtor, because I feel like me and Mike are very alike. Energetic, we talk fast, we're just all over the place.
Yeah. Well, you still can,
I'm looking into that.
Still growing. We have a team of 11 now, and we're still bringing more people to the team. So you definitely can.
Yeah, you still with
Keller Williams.
Keller Williams?
Correct, yeah.
So how does that go? Because, that's something else that, I guess kind of to, not just for the show, but for me to kind of keep in the back of my head. So you have a contract with them, or how does that go?
I have my own firm with them.
With them?
Yeah, so I'm powered by Keller Williams. So I'll work with Keller Williams, right? But I'll have my own firm. I have my own team.
Your own team?
Yeah. So I'm a self-contractor, right? I'm independent, but I work with Keller Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Like a partnership.
A partnership.
Type of thing.
So anybody that comes in, for an example, I know one of your guys, Omar.
Yeah.
He came to my job once to get an appointment, and he was really cool, really nice. And then when I saw him on your Guerra Realty page, I was like, oh, I helped him out at my job. Any realtor that comes into your firm, do they have to be from Keller Williams to be, or not?
No. Well, to join me, they won't have to join KW.
KW, okay.
Correct. Yes, but they would join directly to my team if they come directly to me. Yes.
And you said you have a group of 11 people right now?
So we are a team of 11 right now.
What's your max that you're looking at, or are you just looking on to grow?
Oh, we're looking to keep growing as long as we maintain the pace of not getting distracted on helping the people, right? What we're bringing is agents with the same mindset of helping the community. What we're trying is, we have a strong team of agents, bilingual, North Carolina and South Carolina licensed, because again, right, we're right here in South Carolina, close to North Carolina, so we help, just being so close to the border, so we help North Carolina and South Carolina, but we bring people that are hungry and willing to help the community, not people who are just trying to make a fast dollar, who are just trying to do a quick sale, right? Again, we're here to help people make the right decision. It's not just selling a house. It's like, let me make sure you buy the right house that fits your needs. Let's make sure you buy the right house that know it's going to be in an area that in 5-10 years from now, you're going to benefit from it because the price went up.
Yeah, no, that's true. And have you had, or anybody that first started, everybody's still there, right? From the first agent to now?
No. Definitely, people coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's a lot of people, if they don't feel the culture of my team and the vision that we have of helping the community, making the right decision, we don't want them.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And also we do have expectations, and if you're not meeting those expectations, then I'm sorry, this, it's not working for you, it's not working for me. Again, we don't want to stop people from being successful. So if they're not being successful with us, and we're not being, if it's not working out,
Yeah,
we're
vice
rather
versa.
correct. So we have people that have come, doesn't work for them or doesn't work for us, and then but the people that we have right now are amazing. And I think I'm really excited to say that I'm happy what we're doing this year. We have a great team. I mean, you've seen it. I mean, it's just amazing. And we keep bringing more talented agents.
I see that, like I said, because I follow your personal page and I follow
the business page.
The business page. And
Guerra Realty.
I'm adding that to the description, by the way. I'm gonna have to edit this video. I'm adding that definitely. Big bright colors. So was it hard to start up a firm? Like, was it like a process, driving to Raleigh? And I don't know if you had to go to Raleigh, because I know that's a capital of the state.
Just like any business, I think it can be challenging. I think in any business, any career, or anything in your life, you just have to stay consistent, right?
Always.
And I think having the strong mindset, right, that no matter what, that you're gonna keep going and you're gonna break through any obstacle that get in front of you. So yes, I had a lot of bumps last year, because last year was the first year with Guerra and Associate. We bringing people on board, right? The years before it was me with my assistant and people under me, but now it was like, okay, let me build a great team, right? So definitely it wasn't easy, but what we have now, so it wasn't easy, but what we have right now, I'm happy. So it was all worth it. Right, so all the sacrifice, all the hard work, all the downs, it was all worth it. And if it wasn't for that, maybe we wouldn't be that.
Exactly. So does you appreciate it even more though, because I mean, there's a saying that when you go, I say it like this: you got to go through hell to get to paradise. You got to go through it a lot. It's like when I first got this house, and how I was telling you before, I had the roofing problems. The person that installed my floors did a horrible job. Almost to the point that I think it was like not even a whole month into the house, I just saw my mom. I mean, maybe let's go back to the appointments. I don't know how this would go. But then really getting adjusted, decorating the house, decorating my room, cleaning up, remodeling here and there. I was like, okay, I'm at home. This is perfect for me.
And this is you. You can do whatever you want in your house.
Exactly. This is us. This is me and my mom. My room is me, like I said, however I want it. And nobody can tell me nothing.
Correct.
Because like I said, my mom respects my decisions. And of course I respect her. And I was like, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. So last question as well. What would you recommend anybody that's trying to get into real estate?
Definitely, if anybody thinking to get into real estate, I always tell people it's all about taking the action. So don't think about it, just do it. Yeah. Right? I always tell people, and the same thing is, once you get the license, people think it's easy. People think that, oh wow, I got a license, now I'm gonna be selling houses. It's not like that. You have to work hard. Right? And I always tell people, the key is to take action and then stay consistent. That's the key, right? And not giving up, no matter what, right? Stay consistent, not giving up, and eventually you're gonna see the fruit, you're gonna see the benefits.
So I guess kind of tying it into others, what got you into real estate? Like, who told you about it? When, like, I don't know if you answered that earlier, but what got you into real estate?
So, I mean, that's a really good question. I think it was just destiny. It was life. At the end of the day, I am I'm grateful because of the opportunity I've been given. But at the end of the day, I think if I say what I got into real estate or who I had to thank for the success that I have today's day, I think everything has been God. At the end of the day, and I think He just had helped me and guide me and show me the path from the beginning. It's not a career that I thought I was gonna do or ever thought about doing it. It was just, I was one day having a conversation with my best friend, and then the same week I was having a conversation with another really good friend of mine, and it's just like, wow, what is this, right? Why are they talking about real estate? Maybe it's just a sign. And then we went and bought the book, and next a month after, I was just, you can say, praying, and I felt like I just had to register, and that's what I did. I registered, what I was getting myself into. Signed up for the classes. Then I wanted to leave because it was 90 people. The instructor is letting us know that half of the people are not gonna make it, and just looking at the first day of class how hard it was. So, but again,
You didn't give up.
didn't give up. And some people, some people doubted me, and I felt it. But it's okay. That's okay. That's normal, right? But I didn't did it because of them. But it kind of like when I got into setting, I was like, okay, let me just not finish. I said, no, I'm gonna finish this. No matter what, if I pass or don't pass, I'm gonna finish this to the last day. I'm gonna show up every single day, and I'm gonna give my best, right? And that's what I did. So it was me versus me, and since then it's just been me versus me, and here I am, right?
You gotta become a better version of yourself.
Exactly, every day. And I believe in that. Every day, when I wake up, every day I ask myself, are you a better person than you was yesterday, right? So every day I work, a percent better to become a better person than I was yesterday. And that was since then. But again, I think God has been showing me the path and have helped me through everything.
That's true.
So yeah.
Don't mind the music in the back, but no, I bet. And it's all about destiny. It is all about destiny. And when you first got your license, did you go straight to Keller Williams? Like, how long was that? Okay, you passed the exam, you got your license for both NC and SC, North Carolina, South Carolina. How long did it take for you to go to, I don't know if you were with somebody before Keller Williams or?
So, one of my biggest advice, if you get into real estate, make sure you pick the right school first. Right?
Is it
Superior. I went to Superior, and it's one of the best schools, at least in here, right? In North Carolina. I don't know in another state. But now, Keller Williams, that's a really great office you want to work. That's a really office because they have a really good training program. They have all these coachings. They have all these trainings. So they're really good in educating you and get you ready to be successful, which I don't know about other firms because I really haven't been in a lot of firms. So I don't know, I don't want to talk negative. But again, what I know about Keller Williams, that is awesome. So if you get your license, I think one of the first places you want to consider for sure is Keller Williams. And one of my biggest mistakes that I did is that I'm a stubborn. So I kind of sometimes I have to do the opposite and I learn from mistakes. But it's okay. Again, it's you gotta take actions, you learn from mistakes, you get up and you keep going, right? So I started in a small firm, really small firm for like 2 months, 3 months. And it was really discouraging me, right? And it was bringing me down. It was just everything. It was a small firm. They were not moving. There was no action. It's not what I was picturing, right? And next thing you know, I said, hold on, let me go check other firms. And I went to Keller Williams, which I knew that's where I wanted to be from day one, right? So I go to Keller Williams, I go to the office, I look at the culture, I look how everything, I said, no, this is the place I want to be at.
So it's crazy that you say that because I can honestly relate. So basically you were at a smaller firm. Because if you were to go there right now, you'd kill it, I guess. I don't know if they're still in business.
What, the small firm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would kill it and I would be the best. But again, you sometimes you want to be in places that you're not the best, so you can be the best. Like you want to learn from other people. You want to surround yourself with people. Yeah, you want to surround yourself because you don't want to be the highest, the best in the room, because that's what you want to learn from. And there's always something to learn. So you want to be with people, surround yourself that are actually successful. In this office, you have like really
competition
successful
everywhere.
It's not. I don't look at it as a competition because again, it's you.
Learning opportunity.
But there's definitely learning opportunity. But like the culture that we have, at least in our office, is everybody willing to help each other out. Even if you're in a different team, different firm, different whatever. And I think it's in general because I met people from Remax. I met people for other firms. And even they different firms, the other day I was talking to Trail from EXP, and we were just having a conversation, brainstorming, helping each other out. So I think it's just in general in this career in real estate, it's not a competition. It's more like let's help each other out, be successful, and what can you learn, and how can you become better? Because at the end we all here for the same reason, to help the community, to service the community.
I can definitely relate to what you just said though, from all that, because, and it's very off topic from real estate, but you'll see what I mean. I was at Planet Fitness, and I'm just like, I'm not getting nothing out of this. No motivation, I don't see nobody. So I left Planet Fitness, and I guess I don't know if you've ever heard it, but the internet or the media or society looks down on Planet Fitness because they say it's a beginner gym, and I can see why. No free weights and all that kind of stuff. So I went from Planet Fitness to Crunch Fitness, the one that's already down the road. Yeah. For some reason, I used to be intimidated to go to the weight room in Planet Fitness. Now over here at Crunch, these are humongous people.
Yeah.
Like slim, thick females, guys that have like muscle on top of muscle, like major gym rats.
Yeah.
That live and breathe gym. I'm starting to get into the habit. But I would kind of consider myself like being a consistent person. Not a gym rat yet, but like I said, there's baby steps to this. For some reason, I went to the gym like that where it could be more intimidating, but for some reason, I just threw myself in there. Let's go hit some bench.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why am I not intimidating? These people are more, motivating me. These people by far are looking 10 times better than the people at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
But I was scared over there, but I guess it's all about taking a risk to change because sometimes you're just in a wrong environment.
Yeah, and now you have people you can look up to. You can see the end result, so that motivates you, right? Because if you see somebody big or fit, you say, well, that's working, I want to be there, right? Instead of, I see what you're saying because I feel the same way, so 100%.
Yeah, I could definitely relate. So I guess it's all a thing about life. So there's just destiny and everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
But you know what, guys? That is the end of the show today. I appreciate y'all. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe. I have a TikTok as well. I'll definitely be putting that in the description. But first, you already know what to do. My boy Mike right here is the truth. Definitely, like I said, the top G Realtor. And yeah, appreciate you for coming, bro.
Thank you.
Man.
Appreciate it.
You have a nice night.